97 out of 100. Less than 2 weeks left for this video series. I don't know if I'll be continuing this once I'm done. I definitely wanted to when I first started, but now I'm I'm sort of leaning more towards like maybe I should just upload videos every once in a while when I have something I want to talk about. But then I think if I decide to do that, then I'll just never make another video again. So I don't know. It'll be something I'll be thinking about. Today was really nice. First day in a little while where I started the day with my partner. And yeah, we had a nice lunch. Spent a little time with my family together. And she went home to rest before work. And I just spent the rest of the day with my mom and brothers and my cousin here, and it was a nice day. Yeah. Um, I noticed that that issue I had a month or two ago, where I would get I would show like annoyance or like get a little condescending or mean with my partner or my mom has like I've had really good control over that, and that's been good because regardless of how it makes them feel, whoever I'm doing it to, which is never good, which isn't like what I'm trying to say is from my end, like I don't I'm not having to deal with any of the guilt and shame of acting that way, and the people around me aren't having to deal with the frustration or anger or annoyance that they might feel from me acting that way. So that's been really nice, and I think a lot of that has come from just like the lack of stress I've been feeling, but also a lot of it with my partner, I think, has come from this new openness that we've brought into our relationship. And yeah, it's been good. At least I think so. Like I'm pretty sure I've been good about it. It maybe I've distorted reality through my lens, and in actuality I've been a little bit mean, but I don't think I have been, so I hope that's the case. um, yeah, I've been tired. um, I've been very tired, very low energy the last few days, and I'm not entirely sure why. I think I've been sleeping okay. I think I've been eating enough. I feel like I'm eating too much. Maybe it's because I'm eating too much. I don't know. Don't know what it is. I will try to figure that out in the next few days. Likely. This is the this is one of the vases I made. It's this is my favorite one. I wish I had different options for what color to paint it, and I wish I chose white for this one. But this is nice enough. I definitely want to go and try it again and maybe make it bigger this time, make some bigger ones. But yeah, I really like these. I was originally planning on keeping it for myself, but my mom seemed to really like it, so I may just surrender it to her for the sake of this apartment. But yeah, that's just a random thing I wanted to share. Sleepy. Hanging out with my brothers has been nice lately. I've had a bit of uh, a tricky relationship with my middle brother throughout my life, and uh, um, like it's interesting. Like we're very close, but also there were many points through the years, even up until recently, where I would become extremely frustrated or angry with him because of his behavior, and that I'm gonna turn this thing. I'm gonna close the door over here so that you don't hear this beeping throughout this whole video as loudly. Um, but yeah, we had a lot of friction, and uh, it's been nice for me to have some space from him. But this is the first time I've spent like a prolonged period of time with him in a little while, and he's been changing a lot. And like that's very clear with the way he speaks and acts, and that's been really nice. Like that, my like friction with him has been a big source of stress for me in my life, particularly in times where we're gathered with family. And like he's been getting so much better over the last few years, but my my perception of him has stayed at the same level as like a few years ago before he started to change. And so like even though he was being a lot better, I would still have this I was still carrying around like a certain amount of resentment and annoyance whenever I entered an interaction with him. And this trip so far, like spending this time with him, it's been so different. And it's been so different that it's been easy for me to just match him or meet him at that level where he's at. And that's made for some like new interactions for us. We're like complimenting each other. We're like just talking to each other about things that we never talked about. I'm like acting more, I'm expressing more like excitement around him and opinions, and it's more like friends, and that's been really cool. I think honestly that's like another reason why I've been feeling at least not bad lately. I want to say I've been feeling pretty good, but I don't know how much of that comes from this shift in our relationship. But yeah, it's been really nice. And I've noticed this happen with other relationships in my life where there's a problem, and I assume there's like some monumental, maybe monumental isn't the right word. There's like some amount of a lot of work that has to be done to get the relationship to a point where I want it to be at. But then just like over time, the relationship seems to just soften up, and like things just get better purely through time passing and myself and whoever else just growing at our own, like just growing and then meeting again, and then just finding things being more comfortable and open. Like I've noticed that it's been happening with some relationships in my life, and like while I'm very happy about that, I don't want to set the expectation that that's just how all my problems in my relationships are gonna be fixed, because I know that isn't the case. But for some of them, that is really the case, and that's been really nice, because it's happened in this relationship with my brother, and it's happened in my relationship with my dad, and man, like that's just, it's really nice because those are two very important relationships to me, and also two like relationships that I had no idea how I was gonna try to improve, but they just seem to be getting better. And if there's any opportunities in the future for me to actively improve them, then I'll try to do that. But in the meantime, I just hope that things continue on this track, because it's been good. So yeah, I guess that's all I wanted to talk about today, I think. So I'll just end it at that. So thank you for watching, and I will be back again tomorrow.